Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com, and in this video we're going to be going over another rapid fire question segment. This is going to be segment number 24. But first, alright, let's get into this. So you should know by now how we do this. You ask the questions in the comments on our prior videos, and you can ask them on this video too. But we go through there and see the comments, especially the ones with a lot of thumbs ups on them. That lets us know that they're a popular or a frequently asked question that a lot of people would like to know the answers of. So anyway, that's how they get here, and then I go through and try to answer them if I can. All right, so the first question is Philip Brennan. He says, rapid fire question for you, JP. I have got two XV2 15s, dual 2, and two JP23s. What would the difference be between strapping running 2 ohms or 1 amp per sub running 1 ohm? Thank you for your help. It's essentially the same thing, but with strapping, you're just going to be controlling one amplifier. So I would suggest doing it that way, but it's totally up to you. If you do them separately, you're going to want to gain match the amplifier. So you would need to measure the AC current coming out of the amplifier, each one, to make sure they match. So that's how you do that. Anyway, on to the next question is Donate. It looks like donate. Picate. I don't know if that's a joke of a name or if he's being serious. You can't ever tell with people on YouTube. Anyway, I have a 09 Tahoe and I'm looking at getting two ZV6 18s. Do you think a MechMan 400 amp alternator will work with a JP83? And what size enclosure should I get for those subs? I plan on getting the enclosure from you. Yes, the 400 amp alternator will work. You'll definitely need to get a lot of battery reserve power for the JP83. I would suggest at least one, possibly two of the JP40 lithium batteries to go along with that. Two of them, you would be golden for sure, because that amplifier draws a lot of power and it creates a lot of power. So you got to be. It takes power to make power, so you got to make sure you got that covered. And you said, what size enclosure? I believe those work best in 6.5 to 7 cubes each, and you'd want to tune 30 to 32 hertz on the box, in my opinion. So that will give you your airspace and your tuning for you. Moving on to the next one, we have Julianne Goodall. I'm currently running 2 audio pipe BDC3 subs powered by a SoundCube 2250 in my 2011 Honda Civic. For my electrical, I have a CES 180 amp alternator and an Excess Power D5100 under the hood with a big 3. I would like to someday get the JP23. In your opinion, is my electrical enough for my current setup, and would it still be enough if I switch to the JP23? I do think it is enough for your current setup, and more than likely it would be good enough for the JP23. If you do the swap and you notice that it's your electrical or your voltage is drawing down some, you can always get an extra battery for the back to help supplement it, such as the Down for Sound LTO 6.0. Small, compact, would fit right back there and give you all the power that you need. Okay, moving on to the next one, King Lex 091. Rapid fire question: would you rather have two 12s on a 6K or 5 8s on the same 6K? I keep hearing cone area is king, but for some reason, but for someone who would want good lows, which would you recommend? Also, do you recommend 2 or 3 of your batteries to power the system on a MechMan 320 amp alternator? On that, I would personally do 2 12s and on the 6K, and batteries, depending on which one or which direction you're wanting to go. If you're wanting to go AGM or lithium, if you're wanting to make it simple and go lithium, you could get the JP40 lithium battery to go alongside that 6K. I'm going to assume you're talking about the JP63 6K. If you're smart, you would check that one out and you'd be running that one. On a MechMan 320 amp alternator, you would be golden with that setup. So that's my 2 cents on that. And last but not least on the questions, we have Paul Smith. It says, hey JP, I have a rapid fire question. When I am strapping my 2 JP23s, man, a lot of y'all strapping these JP23s, can I use the amp base knob and the RCA base knob, or just have the RCA base knob? And is it true to use the master amp to adjust the gain and leave the slave amp all the way down? So you can do both, but it's kind of redundant. You don't need to have two bass knobs? Why would you want to adjust your RCA input and then have to adjust your bass, your remote input? I would just use the one from the, I mean, I'd love to sell you an extra bass knob, but you already have all the information that you could ever dream of on the bass knob that comes with the JP23, because it's going to tell you temperature, voltage, what else? Clipping, all these things. Sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking today. But anyway, so you're going to have all that stuff displayed on that little screen for you, so there's no need for you to run a different bass knob, in my opinion. And yes, when you're doing a master slave setup, I would definitely leave the slave amp all the way down and just adjust everything out from the master amp side. So that's pretty much my 2 cents on that one. Anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me in another frequently asked or rapid fire questions segment. We do these all the time. Usually every week we're dropping a new video. So if you do have questions, be sure to drop them in the comment section below. If we see them, we will try to answer them for you. If you need anything car audio, be sure to hit us up, 702-701-9800. If you can't place an order online, you're more than welcome to give us a call during business hours. Again, that's 702-701-9800. And don't forget, we have 4 different types of same as cash financing on the website under the financing tab, and you can check that out in the description below as well. Appreciate you joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Life of Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.